Hi sir.
Hi, sir.
How are you?
Hi.
Good.
Have you any problem if I ask you questions in Telugu?
You are, sir. I understand. But
Can-
I hope you don't have a problem with
And actually, people, most of you viewers of our Greatandhra website channel are Telugu people.
No.
So that's why we are going to ask in Telugu.
No, I understand. I have trouble speaking. I can even read lines. Also.
But yesterday and day before yesterday at Vijayawada and Vizag, మాకు చాలా ఆశ్చర్యం వేసింది అంత క్రౌడ్. అది మీకు ఎలా అనిపించింది?
No, I didn't expect such a crowd at all. In fact, I was scared that people won't come. I said, "Are you sure you want to do such a big event on the beach? What if people don't come?" Because a mall or a college, you can expect a guaranteed crowd. So on the beach, I said, "What if they don't come?" But we got there, and in 5 minutes, everything changed. So much love and so much encouragement from people I didn't expect. So I'm very grateful, very blessed.
Have the same expectations in your hometown also?
We did one event there. There was also a big crowd. I was very happy to see because I don't do too many events like that. So it was nice to see so many people come together, and it's always nice to interact directly to people than through social media or interviews. It's a direct I can say something and they'll respond. It's almost like you have a small conversation. So I genuinely enjoy it.
So she's my colleague Chandana.
Hi,
Hello,
Chandana.
hi. Dulquer ji, first of all, congratulations for so much craze and love towards
Thank
you
you.
from Telugu audience.
Thank you. I think it's my blessing from Mahanati and the character I got to play and how Vaijayanti presented me here in Telugu.
Yeah. So these days you are traveling so much, no?
Yeah.
So are you missing something or just enjoying the audience love?
That helps. The audience love helps, but yeah, I miss time with family and I miss my daughter a lot.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you taken any special training or coaching for this role?
No, nothing. Because I mean, he's an army man, but it is in period 1965, and we have the war in the background, but also I don't think we needed special training. But I've done many things in this film, from
Okay.
riding horses to riding motorcycles to rowing boats. Every day Hanusa will have some new requirement. He's like, "Sir, can you do this?" I'm like, "Okay, sir, I'll try." So I got to explore many things. I saw Kashmir for the first time. I had never been in my life. I saw Spiti Valley for the first time. So many of my dream places to visit happened in this film. So we had a full team of army officers, Shatru, all these actors were there. So I think we all just learned together. So how to. Plus they had two army officers with us. So they would teach us how the correct way to salute, correct way to march, correct way to hold the gun. Yeah, so all that was there, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even in Kurup movie also have done similar role.
There is more Air Force.
Okay.
It was one small portion. And this is through and through is
Okay.
this role.
So actually, what's need to take a tough decision not to do love stories in future?
No, I'm not. It's a tough decision to say I'll never do because you can't predict. Sometimes if it's a very, very special script, I'm still open to doing. But I don't want one image of only this romantic hero. I want to keep.
బట్ మీరు ఎక్కువ సినిమాలు చేయలేదు కదా అలాగా.
True, but only if you look at how many films in Telugu or something. But I'm always working in every language. And I'm always trying to do different cinema. But somehow this one tag is most what people remember. I think every time they think of a romantic film or me in a romantic film, that stays in their mind. So people forget all the other type of cinema I've done. So for some time now, I think I want to break it.
యువర్ ఫాదర్ ఈజ్ వెరీ మచ్ ఫెమిలియర్ టు తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్.
Of course, yeah. From Swati Kiranam.
స్వాతి కిరణం.
Yeah.
సో ఆయన ఏమైనా మీకు అడ్వైస్ చేశారా ఇక్కడ తెలుగులో యాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు? తెలుగు
He was very excited when I told him, I heard Mahanati, and I said, I really like the script, but I'm scared, I don't know the language, I don't want to upset the people, not do justice to such a nice role and nice film. So he said, no, it's a beautiful language. He said, it's called the Italian of the East, and he's like, he loves it. I know from, even when I was in school, he'll always watch, it was after Swati Kiranam also, I think, or even before, he used to always watch Telugu channel just to keep refreshing the language. So sometimes I'll tell him, if I like a line from the film, I might tell him, or I might read out some when I get my scenes. So, and he'll listen to me and he's like, okay, pronounce it like this. he has a big love for the language and the
Yes, we
people.
love his voice.
Yeah,
It's very ultimate one.
Yeah, he enjoys.
His own dubbing in Swadhikaranam from
So, yeah, correct.
to
From then,
recent
from-
Yatra.
Yeah, he has a special love for Telugu, the cinema, and the people. Now he's doing agent with Akhil, so he keeps coming now to Hyderabad.
సో మీతో పాటు చుట్టూ చాలా క్యాస్ట్ అండ్ క్రూ ఉన్నారు, డిఫరెంట్ యాక్టర్స్,
Yeah.
డిఫరెంట్ లాంగ్వేజ్తో కూడా మీరు అంతా కలిసి వర్క్ చేశారన్నారు. సో ఆర్ యూ కంఫర్టబుల్ ఇన్ తెలుగు యాక్చువల్లీ అట్లీస్ట్ నా?
No, I mean now if I with my script I'm not struggling so much to understand, but I still like to know what everything means, and I like to understand because I think in Sita Ramam the lines are very simple but very poetic. So I want to understand in full depth. So when I perform, I'm emoting correctly. So Hanu sir and me would sit a lot on that.
ఓకే.
But I think with each film it's getting better. It's getting easier. I can now read a line and know how to at least pronounce it correctly. I'm not struggling.
ఓకే.
And I can understand. Now this film, Hanu sir only talks in Telugu. He's only called me Ram
ఓకే.
throughout the shoot. So that helped, I think, because I have to hear his instruction and constantly I'm hearing it. So I think the more time I spend in the cinema here, I think I'll. But yeah, I think next time I come, I should speak more.
ఓకే. ఈవెన్ హను రాఘపూడి గారు సెడ్ యూ టుక్ సమ్ టైమ్ టు సే ఓకే ఆఫ్టర్ narrating. వాట్ మేడ్ యూ టు టేక్ సో మచ్ టైమ్?
I don't think I took time.
Okay.
I think
He was worrying whether you say yes or not.
No. I think I generally take, but not very long. I take maybe 4-5 days to give my decision because it's a big film and it needs a lot of dates. So, and because I do so many languages, it's difficult for me to give many dates for one film because then this time I spend in Sita Ramam, people in Kerala would be like, I'm not doing Malayalam, Tamil, they say I don't do Tamil. So I try to do maybe 2 months for each film. So when I know Sita Ramam is a big film, that decision I think I take time. That's all. I have no doubt on the film at all.
So our hero Allu Arjun is very much huge fan following in Malayalam.
Yeah, from I think before I became an actor also. I remember.
Now this is your turn to
No,
get
but
the huge
I
following in
think
Telugu.
his fan following is unmatched. I love his work. I'm a big fan myself. I really enjoy his energy and how he dances, how he does certain lines in certain scenes. I feel like only he can do. But it's lovely to see this because my first film when I was shooting in Kerala, Malayalam film, I was shooting very interior outside Kozhikode, like Calicut, that side. Small town, we're shooting in a village, and the house we didn't do a set. We shot an actual house, a small house, and there in one Godrej, cupboard, I saw Allu Arjun's photos.
Oh,
So that was
nice.
a reach, if you see, in a very interior small town.
Now if you go to Telugu villages also, you can find your
I
photograph.
hope maybe Gemini is there somewhere or something.
Definitely.
Yeah. So for me, that was I was like, wow! I thought that was so amazing that. So I'm saying 2010, that time I think.
Have you any earlier experience this type of huge promotions activities in Malayalam?
Not this big. I mean, when we do Middle East, Dubai, sometimes they're big events. But this was in Kerala. Sometimes when I do inaugurations and openings, like in smaller towns when I go. But Vijayawada and Vizag was a big surprise. I didn't.
Not only
Yeah.
number of interviews and
Oh, no. I've done Hindi.
You've gone to game shows also.
Hindi, I've done 21 days in one stretch.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 weeks of promotions for this. I did a film called Zoya Factor. So Bombay, Delhi. That was, I think, the most hectic promotion tour. This is only 8-9 days, 10 days.
Okay. Can we think that you are in this project because of Mahanati, because of you have good terms with Swapna Dutt and team?
No, I think it's predominantly the film. It's predominantly the script. I know and love the Vaijayanti family and Swapna and Dutt Garu, and I don't have to say yes to everything they offer me. But I have the belief that they only bring me the best of scripts. And but if something I don't connect with, I know I have the freedom to tell them maybe I'm not connecting or it's not working for me. But till now, everything they brought me, I've loved. So I don't have to worry. And I know when it's Vaijayanti, they look after me so well, and I feel like I'm coming back to my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you to say yes immediately? One strong reason.
To the film,
Yeah.
I feel like this could be a classic in cinema.
Okay.
Not just this year or this season or something. I feel, because I don't think people are telling this kind of story anymore. I think it's from a different time. Nobody even writes letters to each other. So I find that I feel like this current generation should experience that time where people couldn't communicate, without phones and stuff. So I liked all that. I immediately connected with the idea. I thought and also it kept growing. From when I first heard it, I think every change Hanusa was making it more beautiful, and it kept growing at that time. I don't know if Rashmika and all of them were there in the beginning, and those characters became bigger, and one by one all the people started getting cast, and I think as soon as actors come, you see faces to characters, and that also changes. Then I feel like the script changes a little like that. So it's become bigger than I dreamed of.
Okay.
Every scene I was working with the best of actors.
What is your suggestion to Telugu producers who want to approach you?
I don't know what suggestion there is. I'm very
Which
open.
type of scripts you want?
I don't know, so this is my problem. I can't tell you what I want. Right now, the only thing I'm thinking, I want to take a break from romantic films, but I'm open to any other type.
Thrillers.
Sure, yeah.
And the Telugu audience like mass movies.
Mass movies, I don't know why. I keep thinking about it.
Are you ready to prepare a dishum type movies?
Dishum I can do, but I can't dance like the Telugu heroes.
You can't dance?
They are just something else. I'm only like, what are they doing? So that I'm very afraid of. I'm like, they can't. I can't compete with the way the boys here dance or something else.
So you think that the Telugu people likes more dance?
No, I think they like everything. But
yeah.
I feel like the cinema has everything.
Yeah.
There's great comedy, there's great romance, there's dancing, great songs, there's great fights. So I feel like it's a big, complete package.
So
But I'll have to find my kind of cinema even if I feel like this is my kind of cinema. Mahanati is my kind of cinema. So something will connect. I'm not against anything. I don't know if I'll be correct doing it.
Okay.
If I look uncomfortable or if I'm not convincing, then they'll be like, hey, what are you doing, man? Dulquer?
Okay.
So that fear is there.
Did you watch all Telugu movies of big stars?
All is difficult, sir, because of what I think once you become an actor, it's difficult to
Mahesh
watch.
Babu,
But I watched RRR.
NTR, Mahesh Babu.
Yeah, I watched all the films. Charan's, I loved Rangasthalam. It's like, I
Rangasthalam.
think one of my favorite films.
Okay.
I found it, see, that's my kind of cinema, I like that. But also, I think Charan's like that local dialect now, I think he's more familiar. I don't know if I can do that. But I loved the film, I loved his performance. I loved how it's so unpredictable, the screenplay.
Any other films you like in Telugu?
I enjoyed Alavaikundapuramlo a lot.
Okay.
It's got so much repeat value.
Again, Allu Arjun.
Yeah. So I watched RRR. I miss Pushpa. I still have to watch Pushpa.
Okay.
But I try whenever I can. I try to catch up. But I think when we are full-time actors, it's more difficult to watch cinema because sometimes you want to watch in theaters. So I'll wait for that opportunity. Then because I'm somewhere, I miss it.
So are you ready to work with our top stars in a multi-star?
I'm open. Yeah. If I think it's an interesting role, it's an interesting film, it's a new idea. I'm very open, sir. I have no such. I mean, I did Mahanati, so I thought Kirti is the star of that film. I don't have such a problem.
Because in Mahanati you are the main.
Not really. I feel like it's. So I mean, I don't think like if I'm the main. As long as I have something interesting to do, I think people will remember me in the film. I'm open to it.
Okay, from the beginning to till now, what are the major changes in you to pick the story or anything?
I don't think that has changed. I still I look for original scripts. I want to do original content everywhere. I've never done remakes. I keep saying no to remakes.
You will never?
I don't want to.
Okay.
I think I want to keep finding that original film.
Okay.
That's very important to me. So that those things are something. So I keep seeing if it's genuine, if it's real, if it's somebody was feeling very creative and inspired, they've written the script. That's the hard one to find, but I still keep looking for that. And if I connect to it, I feel like I have a gut instinct, I want to do this film.
Okay.
Or I look at it as if, will people want to watch the cinema? Will they want to watch in theatres? When I hear an idea, I want to see, do I feel like watching it in cinema? So yeah, there's no right method, wrong method. I don't know if it's changed. I think it's the same. I've always approached it like this.
Okay. Your father is there in Yatra.
Yeah.
It is again biopic,
Yeah.
and Mahanati is also a biopic.
Yeah.
You are there.
Yeah.
And is there any project, upcoming project, like similar to these biopics?
Biopics?
Yeah.
No, not that I can think of.
As of now.
So
No.
continue that. If anybody comes to you to do Y.S. Jagan's biopic, are you ready to? Are you ready to do?
I'll be open. I'm depending on how they've scripted it, what is the range of the story, what age to what age you're playing. Something, if I connect, I'll do. I'm quite open.
Because it's no political, na?
Correct. But that also, I also probably might not know the politics of the state. Maybe that's why they might approach me because I'm from, Kerala and I'm not taking any sides.
And you come back to Sita Ramam. How is the hospitality with the Ashwini Dutt shop?
I keep saying, I said in an interview also, I think they run a hospitality company. More than a production house, it's a
They arrange a
hospitality.
special charter flight for you.
Everything they do. They'll feed you the best food, they'll send you their own personal cars, they're always having us over to eat. And Dulquer was there every day on set. He'll travel to come and see me, and he's always asked me, like, what can I get you? Can I get you something? And I'm like, sir, relax, it's okay. Just you're doing more than enough.
So you find any difference between Malayalam producers and Telugu producers?
I don't think it's about Malayalam or Telugu. I think certain producers are just different. I think Dulquer, Ronnie Screwvala in Bombay. So there are few producers who really love what they do. It's not only about the cost or the numbers of movie making. They have so much love for the movie and so much love for their actors and their crew. So it becomes more about their hospitality. So I think, and my only experience has only been Vaijayanti here. So
Yes.
yeah, so I've been very lucky.
Okay. What you say about Sita character?
I think it's one of the most beautiful characters that's been written. When you see the film, you'll realize that there's a travel for that character. More than my character, I think that's interesting travel. And Munal just is amazing in the film. She looks amazing. She's performed so well. Even though it's the first time doing Telugu, she's put a lot of effort, and I think it'll be a very memorable character. I think like people remember me for Gemini. I think they'll now remember her
Ram.
for Sita Malakshmi.
Okay. So all the boys fall in love with Sita, and all the girls fall in love with Ram.
I hope so, and then I hope they bring their parents also, and everybody comes and watches the film and falls in love with the film.
Okay. So what's your wife want you to do? The character.
I don't think she has any particular. But like when I like an idea, I tell her the idea, and she'll hear it and she'll tell me this is interesting. That's about it. But she doesn't overly interfere. She knows when I like an idea. She knows when I'm excited about a film. She knows when I'm worried about a film. So she senses all that, and that's the support she gives me. If I'm stressed about a film, if I think shoot is not going well, sometimes when you're shooting a film that this might not work out well. The end product might not be good. So that's when my wife, my family, my parents, and everybody is there to support you, give you that confidence. No, you go ahead, do your best, see what happens. So, but I don't think anybody tells me what type of film they want me to do. They like my choices, and I like to surprise them also.
Okay. So I have done different characters like in the Kurup and the other film Kanulu Kanulu another chant. So little bit negative shade, right?
Yeah.
So then also nobody said yes or no.
No, I think as an actor, I enjoy that more because I think people expect me to be this good boy.
Oh, yeah.
So whenever I get to play
Bad
something
boy.
grey or bad boy, it's more interesting as an actor because 10 years I can't only be playing good boy all the time. So whenever anything changes, something.
But the question is, people loving you as a lover boy, like that, right? Why do you want to go away from it?
I don't know if they'll. Even if I do other type of roles or
You want to prove?
Yeah, that's
You
my
have
personally I
proven
want
it.
to prove.
Okay.
But I also believe the audience will love me for me. You know, they know it's me playing a character. I'm not the character.
Okay.
So I think they'll forgive me for that. But you can still like a really bad guy. No, you can like a villain. You can love a very grey. Because we have friends who have bad habits or might have grey shades, but you should love them because they're your friends. So similarly, I don't think the character will affect that.
You loved the Telugu food and Ulavcharu biryani.
Oh
2
my,
days
so
back.
yummy, delicious, yeah.
Oh.
So before I was on my way to Vijayawada, I was asking, you know, like what are the things famous in Vijayawada? So, and I like to try food everywhere because I feel like it's
You were where?
wherever I travel, I want to try local food because I think it's part of the culture. So I want to try this Baba Idli also, but I didn't get time. We reached after breakfast. I think they closed. So I made sure we had the lunch.
In Hyderabad?
Hyderabad, Akhil always will send me, during Ramzan he'll send me Halim. That's
Halim.
Akhil's favorite dish. So he's like, bro, can I send you? He sent me to Chennai and Kochi and all he sent me.
Okay.
I don't know how he packs it, but so Halim I don't miss. But
Both
generally
are good
when I
friends?
shoot here, I'm on.
Akhil and both are you good friends?
Of course, definitely, yeah. The whole family. I'm close to Chaitanya, Akhil, now Sumantanna, Rana. I'm very close to. But I've got a lot of even Charan when I met him, so welcoming and so.
Did you visit any heroes' houses here?
Nagsa's house I've been to.
Nagsa's.
Rana's house I've been to. Charan's I don't know if it's not the house with Chirugaru. I think it's his apartment. But they always welcome me so nicely. You know, they're so friendly. And I think they see me like I'm some family member of theirs. Everywhere I go, I get the best
So
reception.
you want to make Hyderabad your second town?
I'd love to, yeah, I don't mind. I sometimes think about it. I really like the city. I think I love the spaces, I love the geography, I love the hills and rocks. And it's beautiful. Because a lot of the other cities you don't have that. Like Chennai has the beach, Kochi has backwaters. So I love that every city has something special about it. And I love these big boulders. The rocks really excite me. And most of their houses, they'll always be, it's there in the garden, or you see it. They don't, I feel like in Hyderabad, people really celebrate that it's part of the home, part of the garden. And all that.
What about social media? Did you follow any of the websites, news, gossips?
I don't, if it pops up, but I don't actively follow. I don't like their energy so much. I sometimes think it's negative. But if it's like spottings or, you know, people, that I don't mind seeing that. You know, if somebody spotted at the airport, those I find harmless. But gossip, I'm not interested. I think anything that gives me a negative energy, I stay away from.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure,
Hope-
it's a pleasure. Thank you. I hope you watch the film and I hope you like it.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I hope we'll meet again and again.
For sure, for sure. I'll keep coming. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.